The year was 2017. Three guys with nothing to do decided one night to start a podcast about all things geeky. One was an animator. One loved Star Wars. Another guy? He's just pretty cool because he's our good pal Catron. So we ventured on and we started the ultimate podcast, I Am Geek. Welcome to I Am Geek. I'm Ryan, and this is my brother Chris, and we're joined by our good pal Catron. And tonight, as I like to call him, Derek the Frank is back with us. But you know, it's Derek Frank. I did not realize that the day was our sixth year anniversary.
Hard.
Of I Am
Feels like
Geek.
20th.
I know, because so old. We've been doing this for 6 years now. And some people may say, why are you still doing it?
Some people may say, why did you start in the first place?
Why did you start in the first place? We've had fun.
People. We are people.
Yeah, we've had
Some
fun.
people may go, who are you?
God. It's going to be one of those nights. Yeah, most people will be like, oh, what's this new channel that I've never heard of? Oh, they've been around for 6 years?
I thought he just did kyber crystals.
Some people why do those two look alike?
That's true.
Talking about Derek and Catron.
Yeah, exactly. It's like looking in a mirror.
I thought the screen doubled.
Those people are your wives. Ouch.
Yeah,
It's true though.
But anyway, so we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna do a lot of geeky things. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. And Derek is joining us tonight. Catron doesn't like Star Wars. No, Catron likes Star Wars.
What?
He's just not obsessed like me. I'm in the
I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We all love Star Wars.
Especially when
here.
Spock is like, when he's flying in.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding.
Is there an off button or a mute button?
No.
I like when the Cylons attack. That's what
God. We all love Star Wars. I'm just a teeny bit obsessed with Star Wars.
I have a recording studio that's Star Wars themed. I mean, come on.
Well, you and I are probably the top two right now on this screen.
I have a
Star Wars.
tattoo sleeve of Star Wars.
You do. I
dedicated my skin.
Okay, I got my underoos on. Hold on.
Well, if we're removing clothing, then
I will one up you to death.
I make kyber crystals, so I can literally close my eyes, and wherever I touch, there will be Star Wars.
I'm with you, fellas.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Anyway, so tonight we welcome Derek. He's back with us. If you don't know Derek, you should know Derek. His YouTube channel is The Derek Frank. I'm still trying to get him to change it to Derek the Frank because that sounds so cool.
No.
I
don't have a comeback.
A hot dog, then.
Oh, did I say in the intro that you didn't like Star Wars?
You said no. I don't know what you said.
You said that one was an animator, one was a Star Wars geek, and the other one was the other guy.
That's essentially what you said. Yes.
The other one was the only person that said.
And the other one.
I was trying to make a joke. To make a joke, but I guess it didn't come across as a joke.
Well,
so I have to get tattoos now to give Derek. Can I just draw on myself?
Nope.
I can draw Star Wars on myself.
Nope.
I mean, if you could dedicate it every morning to do something as elaborate that's on his arm, I think that kind of one-ups a little bit because you have to do it every morning.
It's hard to see because of this
That is
orientation,
true.
but like it's
true.
Samurai Darth Vader, and then I've got Revan and a Death Trooper. I mean, come on.
Revan, who's that? That's not.
I don't even know.
Isn't that
Tell me about the good old days.
Ravenclaw? Oh yes, from Harry Potter.
Ravenclaw. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, Derek is on tonight because we love having him on. But fingers crossed. Starting next week, we start our second show. So I'm Geek's not going anywhere, hopefully, unless we get kicked off.
That's true.
After tonight, who knows? We start our second show called Living with the Landspeeder. It's right there. Oh, look at that cool shirt that someone
Oh wait, no, this is just.
Oh, that's a cool shirt too.
It is, I know.
Anyways, where we are going to be taking one Disney attraction every week and Star Warsifying it, turning it into Star Wars somehow. And we're going to have some guests on. We already got some guests maybe lined up. We're working on that. So we're going to start that. We're going to start advertising hopefully this weekend.
Again,
because we're not going to go down that sad road.
What have I done?
But I'm sort of glad that it worked out the way it did, because this is iamGEEK's anniversary.
yes.
So we get to hang out and have fun and then start the new show next week.
When it's all serious.
When it's all, no, we'll have fun then. So Living with the Landspeeder will be on its own channel, on YouTube, on Facebook groups, on streaming, whatever.
Peacock.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Yes, we made a deal with Peacock. No, not really.
Oh,
We'll be on Disney Plus in 2025.
It only costs $500 to get an ad on Hulu.
Oh,
There you go.
so
It'll play on one TV.
We'll
We all
have
went to
our
Malaysia.
Patreon account. Come on,
Anyways.
folks.
So we'll be starting that next week. But for this week, I thought we could just go back to the olden days where we just talk about what we geek out about. Usually when we have a guest on, Derek, we ask them what they geek out about.
Oh,
But tonight I thought we could all just say, now, of course, people could just know that I geek out about Star Wars. So maybe I'll pick something different. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've got other stuff that I love. Right?
no, you don't.
I do. Huh.
Prove it.
I mean, I
Prove
guess he has
it?
live.
Okay. Hold on. I'll prove it. One of my second favorite movies is Ghostbusters. So that's not Star Wars.
He just loves eating hot dogs. That's why.
I legit thought that was just a pickle. I thought it was like Pickle Rick or something.
I love pickles. Pickles are great.
They are
Forgot
good.
about pickles.
Delicious
Pickles.
and nutritious.
It's a big deal.
Oh.
All right. So
Missed it.
making them bands like Dwayne Johnson.
I'll
Sorry in the
rate
comments.
next time.
Right before we started recording, Derek showed us one of his an amazing cup. Do you still have your amazing cup?
Of course I
He
do.
said, I bet you've never seen these before, like joking sarcastically. Because I think each of
this
us
one too.
each of us have like
Oh, it is Star
probably
Wars.
a cabinet.
I have a whole bar of Geeky Tikis that are only Star Wars right behind me. So
Oh,
in Coruscant.
look at there. In Coruscant.
Yeah. So Geeky Tikis, if you're watching,
Sponsor. We're talking about the Disney cups and sort of a little bit of the evolution of them, I guess. And Derek was not trying to think of ways to get free drinks with them. Not at all.
it's not that I was trying to think of ways. I know of ways. Just trying not to say them.
Tell the
We have a
world.
new, like my whole deal, like one of the things I do for a living is get people brand deals. And the last thing I want to do with a new podcast is get us banned from Disney.
Yeah, we always pay for our drinks. But it brought up a good conversation as why they have those now. First, we said, Catron was like, I wish they were bigger. They used to be bigger. And the cups used to fit in cup holders. Do you remember those?
How do they not
Cup
fit
holders
now?
bigger?
No, like they were like
Did they
bigger
shrink
on
the
the
cup
top.
holder?
No. So older ones
Everything's getting
were
smaller.
skinny, were skinnier on the bottom, and then they went up. So so the handle, like sometimes if you put it in a cup holder, the
Like a
handle
Taco
gets
Bell
in-
cup.
The handle gets in the way. I guess you haven't noticed that.
I haven't noticed. it.
Take
I don't
one in
use-
your car.
Mine stays in my cabinet because it's too small, but I love having it. So
Anyways, usually they were bigger and they could fit in cup holders better, and they didn't have chips in them. And
Yes.
I'll be honest, back
Oh, they
then,
come with chips?
Chips.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
I love
good
chips.
thing.
yeah, RFID
Good
chips.
thing.
RFID
Is it like
chips.
vinegar and like
Oh, sea salt and
salt.
vinegar! Yay!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. See,
This is going to be one of those episodes.
It's gonna be bad. I'm sorry, folks. Hold on tight.
Anyways.
not one of these episodes.
When you didn't have
That's
to
true.
scan them, I'll be honest, we did take, when we lived in Florida, we did just take our cups on every trip.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were the only one though.
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
No one ever said anything.
Yeah, they just came
Wow.
up with this chip idea because they thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, it's
people
not
look at
like-
the scan,
like-
it'd be fun.
It's not like
Yeah.
Disney pays for any of the soft drinks.
They
in
do
it.
not.
Even if they did, it's not
Everything's
that
better with
expensive.
technology in it. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They really don't pay for it. It's a deal with Coke. They don't pay for. I think they pay for the bottled drinks, maybe, but not the fountain, if I remember correctly.
Probably right.
But they probably get to keep all the recycling. Have you seen what they're doing with glass now?
They're turning it into animatronics.
No, they're turning it into sand and fill. It's actually pretty cool. They have like this massive machine. They throw all the glass in every day, and it
Mhm.
grinds it up fine enough that they can make sand and then fill dirt and different things.
Nice.
I don't think I want to walk on their sand there.
cool.
Cut your.
I mean,
feet open.
it started as sand anyway.
Yeah, it did. It's the circle of life, as they would say.
That would be that'd be a really good TikTok.
The circle of glass.
And it
It comes out my. Oh no!
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa,
took a turn. So about those questions.
Sorry. I was using crushed glass last night to make kyber crystals.
Wow.
Something new. I'm trying something different.
I was putting it in bags and throwing it at people.
I did spill it all over my lap, and I'm like, oh great, how am I gonna?
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it is.
Now there are two of them.
I'm making some.
It's 4.
I guess
Yeah, there's two. Never mind.
if I had the crystals beside me, I would show
Two squared.
the new ones.
2 times 2.
Ooh, a stained glass style kyber. Oh, I could do that.
Totally.
Totally. I've been working. I've been thinking of ways to do stuff. I'm making little cantina drinks right now with them. That's the ice in the drinks. Is the
Talk about small cups.
Yeah, it'll take quite a few of those to really feel it.
Hold on. This is where I walk through my messy office.
Yeah, this once a show this happens.
Yeah, this the anniversary of this. It probably happened the first night as well.
That's right. We actually did not live stream our first several episodes. I mean,
No,
we
we
didn't
didn't
start that
do
until
that
2020. Really?
Yeah, everyone was stuck at home.
Yeah.
All right, since we have some people who love Batu on here.
Oh,
We have Potter Girl. We have Dark Smack. I think is Princess Sarah still on? I don't know. All right. So first off, you guys have seen this one, right? This is my Hoth icebreaker from the Star Cruiser.
Mhm.
But I'll be giving out some of them on my trip to the Star Cruiser in May.
Mhm.
And then we have
Mm.
the fuzzy. Oops, where is it? The fuzzy tauntaun.
there it is.
It's fuzzy. No, it's not fuzzy.
I made all of these from scratch. Nobody has
in
seen
your
this,
hand.
but like you guys, I think nobody's seen. So that's fuzzy tauntaun.
Yep.
And because they use the glass there for more than one drink. What in the world was that? I don't know what that was.
Tauntaun. Isn't that a golfer?
Yes.
No, it's Fuzzy. Fuzzy's the heller. Oh.
You guys can help me decide. Does this one look more like the
Green
T16 Skyhopper drink or the Dagobah Slug Slinger or whatever it's called?
I'd say it's one of those.
I think it looks cool.
I was talking to the people in the comments that have been.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a
God.
slug slinger. Duh.
I may have got that last one wrong. Tell me in
That's
the comments.
Nickelodeon slime.
There's two of them that look that
Looks
color.
like green milk to me.
Anyway. And
Yeah, we
It
got
looks like a hand holding something.
they all glow. So I'm gonna take these two with me to Ogus. some of these to hand out at Okas.
So probably the T16.
T16. So
Oh, I haven't been putting the.
Which is I'm behind on getting my T16.
I was thinking the T16 too. So we'll go with that. They both look pretty similar. I don't even drink alcohol, but I think the drinks are so cool.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against it. I'm just a child. Anyways, so I'm going to take those with me. Sarah and Steven, I was thinking, what if I did like a side quest and people could find me in Ogas and I'll give them some of this? I don't know.
Man.
That would be sort of cool.
See you hiding behind a plant.
Yeah. They all glow in the dark, so that's pretty cool.
So you can hide them in the dark and they'll find you.
Yeah, so they all glow, but I, designed them from ground up, which I'm been trying to work with 3D design. So those are my first. I may have another one. It's printing right now. The carbon freeze for the non-alcoholic people. The carbon freeze
Nice.
that I'm working on. I
What
may
about
do
the
that one.
Cliff Dweller?
What's non-alcoholic?
The Cliff Dweller, that's just a porg. I guess I could print a porg off and
Yeah.
stick a chip in them.
There you go.
Because that's the drink we made
Chip in a porg.
of our shows.
Yeah.
The Cliff
Yeah.
Dweller
Mm-hmm.
with Hal Bowers. Hal
Anyways,
Hal
there we go.
Bowers.
Ow.
but I'm really excited about the Star Cruiser. It's all I'm excited about it, but I'm so stressed out about it because I have a list a mile long and just so much to do in so little time. And I had like a ton of orders come in, so I'm making crystals every night, and I'm still trying to do my costume or my outfit, and then Sarah is putting together this cool running of the Andor prisoners.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so a bunch of people are going to be wearing the prison outfits and running through the Star Cruiser. And I'm like, do I even try to take that on too? Or just be like,
So are they gonna
are they what?
Go ahead.
wear shoes is what I want to know.
Probably.
I hope so.
I saw somebody that had made a costume, and he got some of those fake feet
Yeah, there you
and
go.
he put them on
there
his
you go.
feet, like fake feet shoes. So that's pretty funny.
If you don't get a costume, you can be one of those guys like in the Running of the Bulls where you're trying to run away from them as they try and mow you down.
Part of me, I was trying to find something I already had that's white, and the only thing that I could find that I have that's all white is
your Princess Leia costume?
Yes.
I do have one. I mean, I don't know.
He just has the bikini of that one.
I do have my old
Man.
karate gi.
Oh no!
That you
So that's-
had like when you were 7?
No,
He's wearing his Cobra Kai shirt. It's fine.
That's right.
it's what is it from? College, maybe? Still fits me.
You took karate in college?
Yeah, I was bored. I wrestled during high school, and I wanted something to do like that. I didn't take it for long because I realized I wasn't going to be able to fight people there.
When he started his own fight club.
Yeah. So I do have those white pants, and I could maybe have. I'll have to see if I have a white shirt. I could just be the dollar store version of the.
Yeah.
I just can't see myself paying like more money for another costume that I'll wear
Well,
once.
Not with that
I mean,
attitude.
I was gonna say you can find other opportunities.
Wow.
Halloween's coming up.
You make the opportunities.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe I'll be the dollar store version. Then another thought
Yeah.
came to mind. I was like, what if I dressed all black and did like the guards outfit? And when all these people come running through, just scream at them, "Get back in your cells or I'm turning the floors on."
Yeah.
And then you have a cattle prod.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
I'd have to get ski boots for that though, because I think they all wore ski boots. I think that's what they were.
Well, if they're wearing shoes and they don't have bare feet, I think you can.
It won't work. Yeah, it won't work.
Why is that the cattle prod? You're good.
Maybe I'll just run around.
It doesn't matter what you're wearing. If you have a cattle prod, no one will care.
Yeah, or what about the droids?
Whatever you want.
The droids in the have those like the bow staff things that are electrified.
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of droids,
full name. Oh,
speaking of droids, it was announced this week that BD1 is going to be available on Shop Disney the 27th of March. I built. Well, it's a 3D print. BD1.
You had to build it though.
I built it.
Put it together. Put lights in it.
It doesn't have. It doesn't make
To
sounds.
hit a button.
It doesn't make sounds. But they're coming out with one, and I'm like, I don't need that, but I want that because it's cool.
But you do.
Which it's Princess of Scoundrel made one, and they painted theirs yellow because that's a skin in the game. And this one is yellow. So I think they're just copying Princess and Scoundrel. I'm wondering how big it's going to be and if it's going to have lights on the back of its head or if they're going to cheap out on that.
remember that time that the new game was supposed to be out last week and it's not?
I don't know. Remember that time when you could play that game, play games on PS4s, but now you can't get new games on PS4.
Xbox, baby, Xbox or PC.
But the BD1, the one that I have, I can't make him right on my shoulder or my back because he's too top heavy.
You had a fight. And you
No, he's just top heavy and his head just falls over.
Well, if you keep calling him top heavy, I mean, that's just rude. He's not going to ride on your shoulder at all.
But I want, it'd be fun to have to, ride on my back because I am making the new Jedi Survivor outfit. That's what I'm making for my main outfit. I'm not going to go as Cal Kestis because
Old man Cal Kestis.
Yeah, I would have to be like the movie Logan. I would be old man Kestis.
Alternate future Cal Kestis.
What happened to the wig?
I do have the wig, but I thought, man, that would be so hot, like wearing all day and all night. And then a lot of these people, this would be the first time them seeing me, so they would be like, "Oh, look at that full head of hair."
I think in the game they have a new bald skin that you can put on.
It's called Ryan Street Skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm bald and I have glasses and I have a big beard. So I'm just gonna. So I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna wear. I'm gonna be like a Kyber Crystal smuggler. It's gonna be my backstory.
You stole his clothes.
Well, I mean. I just thought the vest looked cool, and I'm like, I want that vest.
Oh, yeah,
just walk into Savi's workshop and be like, I work here. Like, no, sir. I'm like, no, I need a reservation. I work here.
That's all you have to say. Is just, I work here. And they're like, oh, I guess he works here.
Yeah, come on in.
I still think
let me take 2 more of these spare parts.
I still think for the price of the Star Cruiser, a Savi's workshop or a droid should be included. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And a day at the spa.
Yeah.
And gold
and an actual cruise.
To
an actual place.
I'm
so you can sit in your room and watch movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I do no.
Exactly.
I do it too. It's connected.
It's perfect. I mean, you have a balcony, you got the ocean there, you're relaxing, ocean breeze coming in, sit down, watch Pirates of the Caribbean. It's perfect.
See?
I'm super excited about the Star Cruiser, and I can't wait to go. And it's coming up shortly. I am going with a group of strangers, which should be interesting. We're going to have a Zoom call next week to officially meet each other face to face.
Oh, well, yeah, digital face to face.
Yeah, digital face to face. Yeah. So maybe that's when I'll wear the Slave Leia bikini.
Yeah,
Definitely to the Zoom call.
Make sure
I can't wait to share a room with you guys.
Derek, why didn't you want to go on that trip with Ryan? Oh, money or something. Was it money?
Yeah,
Was it? What?
Yes.
It wasn't.
I still think I'm maybe sleeping on the floor, which we won't get into that.
Bathtub. Sleep in the bathtub.
Yeah, maybe I might.
There you
Right. Well, then somebody takes a dump in the middle of the night, and that just
Oh.
ruins everything.
Man.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
so
that-
that's my fear. You got all these people in one
That's-
room, with one bathroom.
It's a real
Oh,
bad
I'll probably be
situation.
going to the other bathroom that's like downstairs or wherever it is on the ship. I mean, it's a spaceship. There's more than one bathroom
No.
or refreshers, as they call them. There.
Is it open 24 hours a day, like to walk around, like, or do they like confine you to your quarters?
No, you can walk around. Yeah, I've watched live streams on TikTok where people are like walking around like 4 a.m. or something.
Oh,
3 a.m.
Catron got bored. He's over it.
Do they even have bathrooms in Star Wars?
They're called refreshers.
Canonically, I mean,
Yes,
we've
in
not seen
Mandalorian season 1, the guy that he brings to the ship, that goes, you can come in warm, you can come in cold. The blue guy,
Mhm.
he brings
Bring
in
you
the
in
ship.
warm, I can bring you in cold.
Yeah, and and the guy's like, I've got to go to the refresher or whatever. He's like, I've got to,
That
and he's
could
like,
be
hold on.
anything.
No, it's a bathroom because they open it up and it's a bathroom.
Mm.
No, he goes to the bathroom. They call restrooms in Batu refreshers. I don't know if he said refreshers on the Mandalorian, but he said he had to go to the bathroom. There is.
Yes.
And now
Hmm.
there is underwear in space. Originally, George Lucas said there's no underwear in space, no bras in space. But in Andor, that was proven wrong. Well, now they have underwear.
They aren't in space.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. They're on
In
a planet.
space, everything floats, so it doesn't matter.
That's why you don't have underwear.
Hmm.
And George Lucas didn't want glasses in Star Wars either, but now there's glasses popping up here and there.
Oh, Dark Smack said you can walk around.
Yeah.
Is
He
there
should
anything
know.
to do?
He's been- Well, the
Is the
sublight
bar
lounge,
open? Is the bar open 24
it stays
hours a
up.
day?
The bar stays up until 2 a.m., I think. I could be wrong, but I think 2 a.m. And then there's snacks and stuff out that you can get.
Are they space snacks? Are they Imperial cookies?
Actually, they're
The
goldfish.
dehydrated ice cream.
It's goldfish, or it used to be goldfish and bananas.
Yeah, nothing like immersion.
And so
Like actual goldfish?
goldfish are canon now, and bananas they call long fruit. That's my nickname in high school.
Jeez.
Wow.
Happy anniversary, guys!
That's a very inventive
I was
name.
trying to grind it into the ground here.
Tier 6. Anyways, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's get on to some other stuff. Enough me chatting. It's time for you guys to talk. So I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Oh, look at the time.
It's the Ryan Show.
Somebody's got to talk. We'll just sit here in silence.
Living with Ryan. That's the name of the new show, right?
Yeah, how did that turn out for you?
Yeah, well, you can see me.
Anyways. All right, so Derek, we know you love Star Wars.
I do. I mean, I do.
Either you do, or Star Wars is paying you a lot of money
I
to
do?
advertise on their arm, on your arm.
Yes.
And we know from your YouTube channel that you love music,
Mm-hmm.
right? You geek out about stuff with your studio and stuff.
True.
Music.
Oh, so
Besides
true.
besides Star Wars, besides music and production and all that stuff, what is something else that maybe people don't know that you geek out about? Something that you love that you geek out about?
Oh, well, let's look around the room.
Fine.
I mean, I'm into like all things tech, and I love cameras and of course microphones, but I don't know. I mean, I think Star Wars, Disney, and music is just kind of pretty
That's
much all
it?
I do.
That's all he does.
He's a simple man.
I like to eat. I am rather portly adolescent. So
What food? Okay, what food do you absolutely geek out about that you're just like, that you're either very particular about the kind of food it is or where it comes from. Like you're like, I love pizza,
Anything.
but this is pizza and this is not pizza.
Well, so I'm born and raised in Illinois, right?
Okay.
So can you guess what kind of pizza I like?
Corn.
Corn. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Corn.
Corn pizza. Exactly right.
More of a taco, really. I think.
No,
you just
actually,
like
I hate. Actually, so taco pizza was supposedly invented in my hometown.
Oh,
At Happy
there you
Joe's
go.
Pizza. But my favorite pizza is Quad City style pizza. So it was originally from Harris Pizza, and now there's like a million other ones. It's very thin crust. It's crispy on the bottom, a little bit soft on the top of the crust, and then all of the toppings are under the cheese, and they're cut in long strips. Amazing. I hate Chicago pizza. It's not a pizza. It's a casserole. So New York style pizza is also
Shots
king to me.
fired.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm from Illinois. I can say that. I'm from that 95% of Illinois that's not Chicago. So for anybody out there that doesn't know, Chicago is not a state, and it's actually a very small little corner.
I thought it was just a musical.
Yeah.
Chris would know. He loves musicals.
Yeah.
Love.
You had it coming.
Wait,
You
your turn
definitely
is
had it
coming,
coming.
Chris. Don't
Don't worry.
Hold
You get
on
to
to
talk
your-
about.
You only have yourself to blame.
I'm sure that's a musical reference. I don't get it.
From Chicago.
Oh, I don't like
Chris
musicals.
has never seen.
I do like musicals. No. I do.
So
fine.
Quad City style pizza. That's something
Yes.
that you're like. This is the best.
Interesting
pizza.
fact, I invented a harmonica.
What?
Not the harmonica.
I invented the harmonica.
My nephew's
300
watching.
years old.
I convinced my nephew when he was in first grade that I invented basketball, and he got in an argument with his teacher, and they had to call my brother.
I did a
Not sorry.
5-page report about how you invented the harmonica, and I got an F.
Yes, I did invent a harmonica. So
You have it?
I do.
Oh, can you show it?
Oh.
Yeah, I can.
Play us a little ditty.
No,
Oh. I think
It's,
I have that. It's just
from Honer. It's from Honer. I
just a-
used to work for Honer. It's called the Pentaharp. It's all pentatonic tuned.
Oh.
So you can't hit a
so you
wrong
can
note.
play any pentatonic songs on it.
There you go. You can
There
play
you go.
every Led Zeppelin song ever made.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, this is something that I did not know about Derek, that he invented
Wow.
a type of harmonica
You can buy it at
That
any.
only plays Led Zeppelin.
that
No, it's great because my idea with that was I wasn't a harmonica player, and I was like, well, how do you get more people involved in the harmonica? Well, make it play like a guitar. Boom, pentatonic scale. Everybody that plays guitar knows the
Huh.
pentatonic scale.
that's cool.
It's cool.
Except
Yeah.
for me. I don't know scales. I just know
Well,
I'm one of
that's
those-
that's one for
I
you.
have scales.
that's one of those guys.
My nephew said, Derek, you can't air that out about me. Yes, I can. I can do whatever I want. He is watching.
I have one of those harmonicas that I play a little harmonica. I used to.
A little, like a
this
little
big.
lady,
Yeah,
like a small one.
One of those that has the.
But he breathed in wrong one time and just sucked it down.
And now
I like
every
in
time he
Chinese-
laughs, it's like
Actually, the little lady harmonica, those little ones, that was the first instrument played in space.
Oh,
man.
And do you know what song they played?
Stairway to Heaven.
Jingle Bells.
I was thinking Rocket Man, but Jingle Bells works. Yeah.
It's the one. It's the harmonica that has the little lever. It's got the
chromatic.
little. Yes, I have one of those.
Yeah.
It's a slide whistle.
Cool.
You're thinking of a slide
Oh
whistle.
yeah. I miss playing music. I need to get back to playing music.
Yes, you do. I agree.
Yeah, we should record an album or something.
We should. Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, we did, but life has been crazy.
I know.
So an album coming soon
That could
from
be
Derek
the
the
name of
Frank
the
and
album.
Ryan the Street.
Life is crazy.
Franken Street. That's
No,
the
no, it's not. It's not.
Welcome to Franken Street.
we're gonna do all we're gonna take Disney songs and we're gonna Star Warsify them.
Well, I've already started doing that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I will make a man of you.
Maybe every episode I can Star Wars by the ride song.
Spoonful of death sticks helps.
Oh, that's
Actually
helping him
die.
no, just a spoonful of. Just a spoonful. Let's see. Now I'm gonna. Death sticks will replace medicine in the song, not the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Just a spoonful of spice will help the death sticks go down.
Oh.
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
First place.
Number one on the charts.
Okay, all of them can't be winners. You got to get the bad ones out of the way. About made a bad joke. Anyways. All right. Yeah. Well, okay. So that's cool, Derek. We'll come back to you if you think of any other things you've invented that you haven't told us.
I've had some other products that I've worked on, but didn't invent
Basketball. You made a
basketball. I did invent basketball.
He's been on Shark Tank 3 times.
No, but I was on Impractical Jokers.
Oh. Oh, well, another little known fact. Because I don't watch the show. So, I mean,
just in the background. Hey,
I was.
Oh, just in the background.
If there's any fans, it was the cruise ship episode. You see me walking around.
I'm in X-Men First Class. I'm a little dot.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They filmed a bunch of us and put us like on a green screen and put us in the Lincoln Memorial shot. Like you can, as you look out, I'm like a little dot in there.
I'm in a Alan Jackson music video.
My face is my picture's at the post office.
Here we go. We're just gonna...
wanted poster.
Well, here we go. I won an Oscar.
There you go.
Ooh,
I was recognized at the Dove Awards.
I have a belly button.
Somebody saw you and said, "Oh, there's Ryan."
No, it was actually a funny story. I went there. It was when I was doing music, and our manager at the time invited me to go to the Dove Awards. So I went, and I was just sitting there, and there was all these famous people around. And this lady ran up to me and goes, "I can't believe you're here. It's you." And I'm like, "No, it's not." I told her, I said, "No, it's not. Whoever you're thinking it is."
It's like, you owe me money.
And she's like, No. I was in Florida during Easter, and I went to this church, and you were leading the music. And I'm like, "Oh, cool."
There you go.
So that was weird.
Oh, it is me.
And our manager at the time was like, "You can't." And she wanted like some information about the band and stuff. So I was writing something down, and he was like, "You can't just go around and give people your autographs and pretend you're famous or something." I was like, "No, she legitimately
can."
There's no
There's
laws
not a
against
rule.
it.
There's not a rule. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think you should do it more.
And now, Catron, what TV shows or things have you been on?
Milk cartons.
One time I got lost.
Catron was in a pretty
every night.
cool band. Catron was in some cool bands.
Yeah,
I would know because I was there too.
that's right. We were in bands together.
Yes.
Catron stars in my dreams every night.
Oh,
Nightmares are dreams too.
All right, Catron, we'll just go. I'm by my screen. We'll go to the next person, which will be you.
that's me.
We know that by looking at your wall, how much stuff you love. We know that you love tons of 80s movies. You are a big Star Wars fan. I didn't mean to say you wasn't. That you weren't.
That
That
you
was not-
wasn't.
that you wasn't.
I was too.
We're from Tennessee. What is something that you geek out about that maybe our listeners, after all these 6 years, does not know?
I don't know. I've been trying to think of something, but
Sorry, Vance. It's so good.
All right, so this is the comment from Vance in our I mean, doesn't Ryan look like most church band members? There's one dude that comes to our church sometimes, and I'm like, "Is that Ryan?"
It's a meme. Is that Ryan?
is that Ryan?
Maybe it was me, Vance.
Like
Maybe
Dr.
I'm
Seuss, are you
stalking
my Ryan? I am not your Ryan.
I mean, I do have that look, the bald head and the beard and the glasses.
Yeah.
I have a beard because I have no hair. And I'm like, I
You
want
have to
some
grow
hair.
hair somewhere.
Yeah. Anyways, Catron,
Yeah,
tell us some fun facts, some fun geeky facts about Catron.
man. feel like I've said everything that I geek out about on this show before. So
on this one episode already.
On this episode, no. Yeah, that's really tough. I've been trying to think about it.
We just
as
lost a viewer, so
I know they're like, crap. Catron doesn't know anything. Just get him off here.
Tell us about your gonk that you like to build. I mean, you've got this knack here over the past 6 years.
Yeah,
and I've seen you grow that you're like that you love to tinker and make stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, a while back I got into building things that look like movie props. At one episode we had the Smuggler's Room YouTube guy on here on our show, and he talked about making things that look like Star Wars things, right? That's his thing, and movie props as well, different movies. And one of the episodes he had was how to turn a Nintendo zapper into a Star Wars gun. So that was one of my first projects, was to take one of those. I've got it up here somewhere. Let me, since we're doing show and tell, I might as well get.
Catron's up now.
Okay, now that he's gone.
While he's doing that, does anyone know how Duck Hunt works?
It's
need wireless ears.
It's a
reflection of
voodoo, I think.
It is not. The whole screen turns black except for where the duck is.
So I took a Nintendo zapper and turned it into a Star Wars looking gun. It doesn't look like anything specific, but that was kind of my first project of taking the Greeblies and just adding them to something to make it look like something else, and painting it and doing weathering and all that. So that started me into that, and then started building little props. Like I've got things that I've made out of Lego. So the tracker that Mando uses, I've made one out of Lego, and some different little things like that.
That gun looked really good.
Well, thank you.
It really
I ended up making two that look just like this, because I went to a video game store in town and said, "Hey, I need some guns because I want to make.
I need some guns.
I need some zappers.
The wrong store.
I need some Nintendo zappers, and I'll pay for them. Whatever." I said, I had my phone with me, and I showed him a picture of what I made. I was like, I made this, and I want to make more of them. So, and he's like, "Man, that's awesome. I'll give you a handful of them if you make us one." So he gave me 5, so I made them one, and I took it up to there, and they've got it up on their wall. It was kind of funny though, because I went recently. They're like, "We have a new store. Y'all should check it out." So we went, and they have the gun up there, but it's like zip tied up on the wall. I was like, it's kind of. I guess I should have made a box for him to put it up because it looks kind of bad.
Did you sign it for him?
No, I didn't sign it.
Oh, you should have signed it.
But it was funny because I ended up having the parts that I could make it, because I just happened to find parts from hard drives and different things in hardware stores and all that. So and then I made another one for my son that was kind of his spec, and he had it out tonight. He was playing with it, but it's pretty cool because it has some cool little features to it, and so that's one of the things I got into. And then you mentioned the Gonk droid. I did make a Gonk droid out of the classic thing of taking 2 big Rubbermaid tubs and putting them together, and then Star Warsifying it, and it's pretty cool. It's it doesn't do anything. The funny story about it though, except it lights up. It does have lights on it.
That's good.
I found some lights that are for train sets, and they sequentially light up different ways, so it looks like I did something. And then I did add a plug in the back of it, so if I power it, I can power other things with it.
See,
so
there you go. It's a power drill.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing was, I had the guy working on our air conditioning, doing the inspections, and he's like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And I thought he was talking about the Gonk droid, but I said, "Yeah, I built that, and it's it doesn't do much. It's kind of cool." And he's like, "You built that?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, and ends up he was talking about the droid that I bought at Galaxy's Edge that we built.
Well,
like,
technically, you did build it.
I did build it, but not in the same kind of way. So that was that was kind of funny, but I still like it, and it was fun. But I've started collecting all sorts of pieces and parts, and they just sit there. I haven't done anything in a long time. Haven't made anything fun, but
I have a big bucket of 3D stuff that I've printed, but I've never finished them.
Yeah, I got a lot of trash too.
That's basically what it is. I'm like been thinking about just getting rid of it all, but
no, just keep it. Just keep it around. Never know. There may be that one day when you're like, I
got a whole stack of barley pop cans over here.
Yeah, you may need an orange juice cap one day, and you're like, oh look, there's one right there.
I know. Yeah,
I got 50.
Yeah.
So, Chris, I know that you cannot talk about anything that you geek out about because you're under strict rules. So,
I mean,
just kidding.
He likes to play video games. He can talk about playing video games.
Well, you can't. No, you can't say the word video and games in the same sentence. Right.
like
so I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you a different question, but you can answer that question.
What's your question? What's the question?
Oh, you may answer. I can answer a different. Okay.
Tell us all the things you're not supposed to tell us. Go.
Yes. Go.
This is it. This is your chance.
Who needs an NDA? NDAs are just loose agreements.
Chris is a cool. He's worked on Oscar winning movies. He's worked on video games. His names have been in many credits.
And lights.
It's really cool. If you could have any geeky memorabilia, no matter what the cost, if you could have the one thing, what would it be? You can only have one thing. That's it.
For Ryan in the Leia outfit.
Yes. Man. I can have one thing.
That's the only thing. You can only have one thing. It could be a movie prop. It could be something you buy at the store. It could be
buy at the store. I want the Funko Pop Britney Spears.
Oops. You did it.
Britney Spears from South Park. Anybody remember that episode? No. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't watch that.
We don't watch that devil.
We don't watch that garbage. No,
I don't watch that devil.
It was.
I knew someone that worked on it, but let's see what one thing.
And Chris, you can't say this Wonder Woman Funko because I
want the 90s costume that everyone hates Wonder Woman.
This is a gift.
If I could have one thing,
yes,
out of everything, I would say it just popped in my head, so I'm just going to go with this.
Yes,
would be the Bat plane from Batman 1989.
Oh, I've got that right back here.
I've got a Lego version of it, but the actual one. The actual one they use, because they built like a giant prop. I've seen
and functional too. You want it to be
functional. Oh yeah, of course. I want to be able to fly into the air and clip balloons and take them into the sky and release them.
As you should.
I want to attack the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, take all their balloons, and release them in the sky. I was in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, there we go.
I sang and danced. All the way down the street.
Because he loves musicals.
He does.
I love musicals.
No, he doesn't.
No, it was our youth church singing group, whatever. Choir. That's a name. Choir. It was called America Sings, and they invited all these choirs and from all over the U.S. to perform.
In Canada.
In Canada. For the
America's
hey, they're still American.
For the North Canadian America. Thanksgiving.
Which you did work on a Thanksgiving movie. There's all kinds of stuff.
I did.
A Thanksgiving movie?
Freebirds. Yeah, I've done Freebirds. You're like, that's a movie? Yeah, a lot of people. That's a lot of people's reactions. Oh.
That's a thing.
That's a movie.
Aren't they wrestlers?
I'm just so used to hearing that at
Isn't that a
bars.
burrito place?
Back in the day when I used to play Freebird. It's funny 40 years ago. Except it wasn't.
Well, I just kept thinking of the burrito place when I was making.
There's so many Freebirds out there.
Yeah.
There was never a Freebirds 2, though, was there?
No.
There was a Rock
No.
Dog 2.
I was going to say
somehow.
there's a rock.
There
Dog
was a
too.
Rock Dog too, but not made by the same studio.
Oh, wow.
A different studio.
I like that.
There was a Mask too as well, and it was
Somebody
it was
stop me.
Jamie Kennedy.
Do you know, speaking of
the Muffin Man.
Yes, the Muffin Man. Did you know that there's a alternate Anchorman movie
Mm.
that they took footage from the original Anchorman movie that they didn't use and made a whole new movie with a whole different plot?
Huh. That's awesome.
And it came out on DVD with some of the Anchorman movies when it came out. And supposedly you can watch it on Prime Video. It's got different stars in it that weren't in their actual movie. It's got Maya Rudolph plays this cult leader, and that's the main like villain. There's this whole cult that's like they're battling. There's all these other people, all these other actors, that famous actors that are in it. And they took all this extra footage and they made this, I guess, 1.5 version of Anchorman, because there is an Anchorman 2. And supposedly it's better than Anchorman 2.
I would hope so.
Yeah. And supposedly it's even, some people like it better than Anchorman. But I found this out the other day and I'm like, I have to track this down and I have to watch this. Not to distract, but you said you were talking about sequels. And I'm like, I just heard about this random sequel. See, this shut everybody down. Everybody's like, wait, I've got to find this. I've got to watch this. This sounds amazing. Now Chris is looking it up. And he's like, Ryan, you're lying. There's no.
You misunderstood.
I think I took a. Did I open it up or? I think I was trying to find it. It has a name. Besides just Anchorman, but I don't know.
Wake Up Ron Burgundy.
Yes, I think that's it. Wake Up Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, Anchorman. Wake Up Ron Burgundy, the Lost Movie. It is on Amazon, but you have to rent or buy.
Oh, well, it may be worth
I'm
it.
out.
$3.99.
Well, it's kind of like the extended. My favorite movie is That Thing You Do, and there's an extended version, and like Tom Hanks has a relationship with Howie Long in that movie.
What?
Man.
Lord. Yeah,
Huh.
and then they really expand on the girlfriend that hooks up with the dentist a lot more, and they're like, oh wait, he actually did like her, because in the theatrical version, it's like he didn't really care, but he did care.
There you go.
He did.
He did care.
He cared.
That is one of my top movies as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Love that movie.
the director's cut is really good. Very good.
The unrated version.
There's this one time when we
Little
stayed
much.
up way past 12 o'clock.
I got a pig over
That part was so funny because they were on a radio show and they're being interviewed, and it's like you don't know what happened after that. It's just him laughing about being up till past 12 o'clock or whatever time it was.
Things happen after 12
Erie, PA.
Erie, PA.
Vicksburg.
Now this is the portion of the show where we just say random
Quote,
movies.
Random movie quote.
So I like Chris's answer. Do you guys have like an ultimate prop? Like I'll just bring it back
Your
around.
guys' answers were crap.
No. I mean like, hey,
Nature.
I like how Chris answered his question.
no. I meant for that specific question. Do you guys have like a prop that you're like
prop.
or a memorabilia or something that you're like, if this is the one thing that I can have, this is what I want.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
Is it a
I
harmonica?
want. Absolutely not. Fun story. So my past job, I was the artist relations manager for Owner Harmonicas. On my EP, I had a song about how much I hate harmonicas.
No.
Except it wasn't. I used an analogy. So, anyways, yes, I would want Eric Clapton's famous guitar Blackie.
Oh, wow. That's a good answer.
And that guitar is actually a combination of like 3 different guitars that he bought while on a bender in Nashville at the old Showbud Music, which is now Robert's Western World.
Ah.
Eric Clapton has been in that room. And I've played in that room.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I want. I want that guitar.
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
I know
Thank
what I
you.
want.
We'll
It's
get
know
it.
what you-
it's valued at $5 million right now. Thank you.
Oh, that's all.
Oh well, we're stealing it. So I mean,
Let me sell some.
buying it.
Let me sell some more kyber crystals. I have this rare one of a kind kyber crystal. It costs $5 million.
What about Catron? What's your
Yeah,
memory?
I think he's got something.
I
Already
want
has
one
it.
of these.
Oh, you got one. You're good.
I
Yeah,
want a
but I do.
DeLorean from Back to the Future, a real one that I could drive around.
From the movie, like you want a screen used one?
It doesn't have to be that
Oh.
necessarily.
Because there was that show that
Yes.
went finding them. That was so
Mhm.
cool.
So that
Yeah.
was with, I'm about to say Josh Gad's. Josh Gates.
Josh Gates.
Yeah.
But Josh Gad went with
Josh Gates.
Josh Gates.
I do that with him all the time too.
Okay, Josh Gates went around with Doc Brown, and they found all the different DeLoreans from the different movies.
Uh-huh.
And I forgot about this show. It was so great because they were trying to find the one so that they could present to for some fundraiser or something like that. But but it was interesting because the ones that they found were like from specific scenes in movies, and they talked to guys that reproduced them and where you can get the parts. And they talked about this store that sold all these old electronics and different kinds of electronics you can't just find anywhere. And I would just take one that was just reproduced. I don't have to have it this from the movie because it's probably going to be wrecked and not work. So I need one that works and drives on the road.
And,
I think
and one of the
most of
best
them don't
soundtracks
work.
in movies too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Oh, I got to interview Huey Lewis too. That was pretty fun.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, we talked
nice.
about that, because it was supposed to be about harmonicas.
It's the power of love.
Yes. And that song that I had to watch like the episode that we did with him, but he did that out of spite because they wrote it as like a more like slower power ballad.
Yeah.
And then they played it for him and they're like, no, we want something upbeat and peppy. And they're like, fine, whatever. So they played the same song really fast or faster and upbeat. And they're like, yes. You're supposed to like it.
Nice.
I thought you would have wanted like the set from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Ooh.
You could have came on in and pulled up a chair.
Cherry. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be interesting. Maybe a
The
room.
whole set. Yeah, the whole. Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
live in
part of
Pee Wee's
the
Playhouse.
Mhm.
Mr.
Yeah.
Rogers' house would be cool.
Yeah. You
With
go
the
up and,
train.
what's going on now, zombie? And it's your wife in a box.
Yeah.
Hi, Mucka. Hi,
I got my wife in a box.
Acting like a high Mecca. I'm not doing this anymore, Chris.
Ooh, my nephew said the Green Ranger helmet from the first Power Ranger series.
Ooh.
Good answer.
That's a good answer.
Good answer. Or the flute dagger.
I feel like I kind of missed the whole Power Rangers. 'cause
I did too.
It was
Old.
I was a little bit too old for it. I tried to watch it, but I just couldn't get into it.
I was
said, I'm
right
going
on
to watch
the
Saved by the
edge.
Bell instead. Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
too old.
It came out when
I
I was in
was-
like 4th grade, so I was like right on the edge, but I still went. My dad took me to the stunt show that they had, like kind of like Disney on Ice kind of thing, and it was actually really awesome. A lot of
That's-
explosions and stuff.
That's perfectly fine. I went to the Ninja Turtles rock concert
Yes,
at George.
On Oprah.
That was my Power Rangers.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the Nickelodeon one that they did.
I
That was
don't know how they played like the guitars and stuff, which is 3 fingers, but they did.
They used to be at Hollywood Studios. Well, it's now called Hollywood Studios. It was MGM Studios back then. You could.
I've got
meet
pictures
turtles.
with them from that. It was cool.
And Barbie. You can meet Barbie there. You can meet there's some other weird ones they had there. They had a bunch of weird characters there.
We had a whole thing with Barbie at Epcot too.
Wow.
Hmm.
You could meet Beavis.
Don't
and
ask me
stuff,
how I
man.
know.
Peeps. How do you know?
saw a documentary. and I had a Barbie. What? No.
It's a Star Wars Barbie.
I have it now. This whole wall is a Barbie collection. Oh, you just can't see it.
Well, cool.
Transitions from Star
Man, we've
Wars
already
to Barbie.
been goofing off for an hour.
Wow.
Well,
The new Barbie trailer is hilarious.
yeah, it's good.
I sort of want to see that movie.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, it's been six years, guys. 6 years.
Man.
It's been so much fun for me.
Derek's been there for every moment of it.
Listen to a pretty good deal of the
So
episode.
he feels like he's been with us
Yeah.
for 6 years.
We'll end with this, Derek.
Okay.
What is your favorite episode of I Am Geek? Or if you need to give us like your top 3, that works too.
If you can't pick just one,
Yeah, if you can't
I'll,
pick just one.
I would say an episode, but I don't want to be mean. It'd be funny. I know you all would laugh.
the one where Ryan's not in it.
I know you all laugh, and I'll say it off air. No. If you want to know, you need to ask me. Honestly,
I
I think
want to know.
I mean, the DMs.
no, honestly, and like I'm going to sound egotistical because I am. The first episode that I was a guest with you guys because I was so excited because I was a fan of the show, and then when I met Ryan, it was like, I really like that show. Like I like you guys a lot. And like,
I
and it
feel
was
like a star.
yeah. And then you were like, oh, do you want to be a guest on the show? I'm like, oh, I would love to. So I was like up the whole like the day before, and I was like just going on Wikipedia, just looking. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't ask me things and think that I'm supposed to know this, and I'm gonna say things wrong, and I'm not gonna know. But I don't know.
We don't know anything.
We don't
It's
know
fine.
anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think because it meant a lot to me that you guys had me on the show, and it's kind of led us down this path of having another show. So
Yeah.
Man.
yeah, that's my favorite.
Nice.
I really want to know what this other episode is. Van says top 3 anything with Skelehos. In other words, what he's saying, whatever Chris is in on.
Yeah, whenever I'm not on. That's the better episode.
I'll give you a behind the scenes thing. I'm Geek.
What are you doing?
Chris is Skelehos.
You're ruining for the children.
I thought Skelehos was real.
It's gonna be
We've
so many
lied to
crying
you
kids tonight.
6 years.
All this time.
Vance is going to be crying in his bed tonight. He thought
Oh.
it was real, and you just ruined it for him.
How dare you?
I'll say one of some of my
Yes,
favorites.
I was
So,
there to
I don't have a specific one. I'll say it, and that's probably disappointing. But any of the ones that we did interviews with, we've done so many
Yeah.
really cool interviews. Chris has got a ton of friends and coworkers that he's worked with in different movies, and they've done different things as well. And it was always cool to bring them in, and I miss doing that. And I would love for us to get back
Chris.
to getting some other people in, having Derek in, having other people in, and we've had some really cool interviews, and some that have really brought us more viewers and listeners for some of the episodes, and there's some that have really blown up. Like just to brag a little bit, we had so when we had the Tim trackers on, that episode blew up, right, because of who they are.
Yeah.
And then also Joshua Slice, right? So that right?
Mhm.
That had the what was the name of the
Lucas the Spider.
Lucas
Thank
the
you,
Spider.
Lucas the Spider. That ended up blowing up afterwards because of us, of course. But that episode continues to get tons of listens and views. I don't know if it was video or if it's just the audio version on YouTube that we have.
I think it was
it's
just
audio
because that was before we started doing the videos.
Yeah, but it is an audio version on YouTube, and that one blows up quite a bit. So, but those have been my favorites.
Chris,
And getting
you have
to
any
meet
favorites?
some really cool people
Yeah.
besides you guys.
Oh.
Mhm.
Chris, any favorites of?
Let me
It's
think
like
here.
no, not really.
Space Dolphin.
I love the one where me and Catron talk battle bots, and
Yeah,
and the
I like that one a lot.
the one where me and Catron talked.
You and Jenny were talking about friends.
Hey, yeah, me and Jenny were talking about the Friends trip. That was a great one. I love that one. They're all my favorite. I don't know. Yeah, it's always fun. With the guests and stuff. I'm a little nostalgic for the Flash ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
those were always
The very beginning.
The very beginning.
That was what we like every week. Like, what happened on the Flash this week? Let's talk about
Then
that.
we realized it was a bad show.
Yeah, it was good.
Well,
and
we didn't realize.
It
I mean,
was
it
great.
went bad.
It went down.
It was a good show. And then next season, it's still good. It's still good. Third season. Oh, well, I mean, give them some slack. They got to come up with a lot of ideas. Fourth season. Talk about something else, I guess.
No.
Fifth season.
We don't talk about the Flash.
You know what? Actually, one that does stand out, and Catron was talking about it earlier with Brian from Smuggler's Room.
Yeah,
because
that was fun.
I love that channel so much, and like seeing them grow so big has been, exciting as well. And I think it's all because of you guys.
Well, it is funny because we've had a bunch of guests on, and I always tell the guests, like jokingly, like every time we have guests on, that's not already a big time person. I'm like, they get big. And like I told Princess the Scoundrel, like when they came on, I'm like, I'm telling you, every time, we bring some people on that we really like, and then they blow up, and they've blown up. I mean, no, it's not because
welcome.
It's not because of us. Yeah, Always Believe was another one. They were a relatively small channel when we brought them on, and now they're huge. So you're welcome. No, I'm just kidding. But it's funny, Don't forget the little people. It's iamGEEKers. Star makers. Yes, fans. We're star makers. Nobody's asked, but I'll say some of my favorites.
Oh, hey, Ryan, do you have any favorites that you really liked?
Ryan, do you like things?
I always enjoy when we play some games that we make up. Those are always fun.
Except for the game.
Which was the game? I like the
game?
No.
With Neil Strauss.
Well, let me see which one he likes first, and then I'll decide if I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
I always thought it was fun doing the ones where I give you like a movie title and you try. That's probably the game.
I think it was. Yeah,
it was fun for me. And then you'd come up with, or the ones where I went on and find a bunch of random weird Netflix movies, and I throw in fake ones, and you got to figure out which one. But my favorite, probably one of my favorite shows or episodes or whatever you call them, episodes, was when we had. And I forget his name, and that's really bad. He was somebody that Chris knew that worked on The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was just thinking about that.
Buck.
Yeah.
Buck
it was
Buckley.
Such a fun interview.
Buck's character.
I know. You're blowing up. Let me tell you. People want to go on a Star Cruiser with you, Steven. I want to be there by your side. Anyways,
forevermore.
Yeah. It was such a fun. That was before we did videos, so we didn't have any. It was before we did live, but it was such a great interview. And the thing that I loved the most about it was afterwards when he said, "I need you to edit out all the stuff I talked about the Avengers, because I wasn't supposed to say any of that because he was working on one of the Avengers movies at the time." So he told us a bunch of stuff from the new movie that hadn't come out yet, and we're just sitting there, all of us wide-eyed, like, really? He's telling us this, and then he's like, "Yeah, I need you to edit that out." So we did. I'm glad we weren't live. I think his comment was, "I thought you guys were just hanging around and it wasn't going to be public." But it was such a fun interview because he went about all the behind the scenes of Nightmare Before Christmas, how it was made, because he was one of the guys, like the puppeteer, like animators or something on there.
The animators, yeah.
Really, really cool, fun interview. Well, I didn't know if they called, because it was stop animation. I didn't know if they
stop other animators.
Yeah. I didn't know if that had another technical title.
One of the people that moved the dolls around.
Yeah.
Who did you have on? Who was it that did the one with the drinks, where you made the drinks?
Oh, that was fun too.
That was How About.
How about?
How about? That's what a great name.
And he's on he's on Retro WDW, is the podcast that he's on, right? And yeah,
that was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a cool episode.
Yeah, that was fun. So we've done a lot of fun, different, unique things over the years. We've interviewed a lot of cool people. We've played at some fun games. We've done live shows at Comic Palooza, which we may not be at Comic Palooza this year. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to make it there or not.
We gave away lightsabers.
We gave away lightsabers.
We ended up giving away 3 lightsabers that night. That was
Crimson
crazy.
Dawn lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Such a great company. I got to tour their facility. We've done a lot of cool things. And I hope that we keep doing cool things and having fun. And you know what? We may not be the biggest podcast out there. We may not have a ton of people that listen and view us, but this is what you'll know from us. We'll always have fun. We'll always talk about geeky stuff. And we'll always be very grateful for those that do listen and do watch the live streams and the podcasts. So thank you all for listening over these 6 years, and we hope we can bring you more and more fun stuff. If Chris ever finds the key to his vault of guests, then we'll let some of those people out and they can come back on and be guests. It was an old joke from long ago. And
but you all know about that.
Yeah. And one day we hope the space dolphins return.
Yes.
But so Catron, last question for you.
Oh gosh.
Do you think iamGEEK in these 6 years has been better than the Phantom Menace?
I think so.
Oh, good.
But not the fan edit. That's a masterpiece. And this is just pretty fun.
So should this one be called Better Than the Phantom Menace?
Maybe better than
maybe better.
Almost maybe better.
Happy 6th anniversary. It may be better than the Phantom Menace.
How many characters we got?
All the characters.
All right. Well, this has been episode 270 of iamGEEK, our 6th anniversary. And next week, check us out at Living with the Landspeeder. Is that what, if you type in that on YouTube, would that pop up?
Yeah, we'll probably have to send some links. It's still not searching very easily.
Well, once we have a video on there, it will allow you to go to search it. But you can go to youtube.com/@livingwiththelandspeeder and you'll get there.
Yeah.
But there's nothing there, right?
Yeah, and then it'll be
subscribe.
Then the first episode will be hopefully most places where you listen if you're not going to watch it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week somewhere. Probably not here. Probably on Lewin's Landspeeder. And then we'll be back here the next week with iamGEEK. So remember, stay geeky, everybody. Say it, Catron. Yeah.
Bye-bye.